welcome to a first in a new series of videos that I'm going to do on my Andy's Yankees YouTube channel, and I thought I would go through my entire collection from A to Z over what I reckon will be something like 29 videos. Some of these candles I've got won't be replaced in the future, and other new ones coming in, of course, so I thought it was a good time to do a stock take, and hopefully you'll find it interesting to go through this in a kind of quick fire way. And I'm going to start today. I've got 12 candles beginning with A in my collection. These are large jars and medium jars. I'm not bothering with tarts, votives and all the other formats. If I've got them in a large or medium jar, possibly a small jar, I'll go through the scent. So I've got 12 scents to go through fairly quickly, just a few seconds on each, no descriptions, anything like that, just my thoughts on sniffing them as they are today. And some will go, some will stay, some will be replaced, some won't. So let's go. Let's start over here. I will start with All Is Bright, which I've covered in videos before, but there we go. All Is Bright is a fairly new one to me. It's become a favourite in our house, and I think I will replace this one. All Is Bright is great fruity champagne. It's a festive candle, but it's one you can use all year, anytime you've got a party or a celebration, or just fancy a bit of a pizzazz in the evening. There's All Is Bright, number one. Next one, Autumn Wreath, jumping season there, Autumn Wreath. Autumn Wreath hasn't been around for a few years, has a lovely label of an autumnal wreath on it, and I haven't smelled this for a long time. It's a beautiful cinnamony, appley smell, more than anything else, with a touch of green leaves in it as well. Really lovely. Reminded me a little bit, smelling it this time, of Macintosh Spice, if you've ever had that one, all those deep, rich, appley fragrances. Very autumnal, very lovely Autumn Wreath. Next one, 2019 release, the last one with the classic Yankee label, the last new fragrance, is our Fresco Afternoon. I've burned this a few times lately, so I know what this one's like. It's green trees and nectarines, sitting in the park with a lovely picnic and a glass of wine, I think, is our Fresco Afternoon. And we go back to the autumn with, I'll move this back, Amber Moon is the next one. Amber Moon will be one I probably won't replace because it's harder to find. And I like it, but it's never been my favourite. It's kind of got a nice picture, but one of the less interesting Yankee Candle jar images. Amber Moon, it's a lovely, deep, musky fragrance. Again, possibly with a hint of citrus in it. I can't remember the notes of this one. And I think it was released as part of an Indian summer range, so it's got that kind of Indian summer warm, nights drawing in feel to it. It's very nice. I do still enjoy burning the muskiness of Amber Moon. Aloe Water is my go-to morning fragrance. First thing in the morning, you wake up, you put aloe water on. It's like freshness of watermelon touched with that cactusy water of aloe. Very nice. Again, I probably won't replace this one because it does discolour. You can see that when it does discolour over time. This is my second jar of aloe water. I have really liked it though. The smell's divine. Next one, we go back to the autumn again for Autumn Woods. Autumn Woods is the next one. And this is a very, very rich perfume. A very, very rich, deep, spicy, kind of almost old-fashioned ladies' perfume, I would say. Walking through the woods on a Sunday afternoon, and you've got your aftershave and perfume on, but it's very, very perfumey. Autumn Woods, there we go. Next one up is another fairly new one. This one is Autumn Pearl. Autumn Pearl is a fairly new one and very popular. This came out in the late part of 2018. And again, it has a lighter, in terms of not it being as heavy as Autumn Woods, a lighter ladies' perfume kind of feel to it. And you kind of float off on this one a bit. There's not too much autumnal about Autumnal Pearl, but it has a lovely, quite fashionable fragrance. I can imagine this one being quite popular with younger people, should we say. It's got that kind of more contemporary fragrance to it. Let's head into Christmas. Why not? My favourite time of year for Yankee Candles and everything else. Apple and Pine Needle. Now this one, it's been long, can't get the lid off this one, it's been so long. There's nothing quite like Apple and Pine Needle. It's very overpowering. The strongest pine, the deepest, richest apple, full of spice. I really like this one, but it's a love or hate fragrance for a lot of people. Apple and Pine Needle, really, really strong, that one. Back to the autumn, but sticking with the apple theme, is Apple Cider. You have to excuse me, I've got a bit of top up in there. Apple Cider, again, that's more of a clean, warming apple. that autumnal kind of just ripe apple and the cider element. Can't really pick, maybe I've smelt that too close to apple and pine needle, but at the moment I can just smell the kind of apple element of it more than the cider. Let's have a break from apple for a second. We'll go with Autumn Night, one of my personal favourites, Autumn Night. And it's got a lovely, again, kind of aftershavey fragrance one. You can imagine this one at an autumn kind of carnival or going out. It's a rich perfume. It's kind of a men's perfume, but not a typical men's aftershave. Very nice Autumn Night, that one. 2 more to go. Applewood Orchard. Applewood Orchard is a stunner. And again, it's kind of rich, polished. It's almost like rich, polished wood with apples. So it's like very expensive furniture, not furniture polish, furniture with apples in the forest as well. It smells like apples on a tree, mixed with walking into kind of an antique showroom where they've polished up all the furniture. So it's quite unusual, that one, Applewood Orchard. And the last of my A's is Apple Pumpkin. Last but not least, anything with pumpkin in it is incredible for me. We don't really get enough pumpkin in the UK. The rich warmth of the pumpkin, the deep sultriness of the apple. I love it. Apple Pumpkin is stunning. It's a good strong thrower. And that's my A candles from my A to Z. B will be split into 2 parts because there's loads of them coming soon. Thanks for watching. That's the start of it. See you soon.